Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. For today's pick a card, I actually have 4 piles. So pile 1 is this blue, it's a really beautiful blue shell that I found at the beach. I think it was a gift from the universe. Pile 2 will be this beetle. This was a gift from a friend. A strange gift from a friend. Pile 3 will be this feather. Pretty sure it's a cockatoo feather. And pile 4 will be this snake skin. Now, if you're not sure which pile to choose, I've decided to do the lucky dip again. So just take a minute, choose a number. Number 4. So if you weren't sure, then the snake skin will be your pile. For everybody else, just take a minute, take as long as you need, and I will see you in your readings. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful blue shell, then this will be your reading for today. I'll be using the Waite Tarot deck, and I might pull an oracle card too. We'll see. They're just popping out for you today. Okay, so firstly for you guys, I feel like I'm picking up on a need to rest. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are just like busy at the moment, or you just find it difficult to actually take time out to rest, but I think that there's like a need to actually stop and slow down and to rest your body, maybe like do some self-care practices. There seems to be a need for better judgment. Like, obviously we want to have better judgment just in general in our life, but it seems like maybe at the moment your judgment is lacking a little bit. Like maybe you haven't been able to make like clear decisions, or you know, whatever, maybe just feeling a little foggy at the moment. But I feel like if you could actually take the time and to rest, you'd find that your judgment would be better. It also seems like, I don't know, it seems like you guys are like hard workers. So maybe you've just been focusing on like working really hard, and like the mindset of like, you know, if I just work hard, it'll like pay off, or just like keep going. Which, you know, it can be true to an extent. But I think that you're potentially at this point where you're like, why is it not paying off? Like, why am I not getting what I'm wanting? I'm working so hard. It's like there's not much reward, not much outcome for the amount of effort that you're putting in. So I wonder if you guys are more so in like your masculine energy of doing, and maybe you need to sit back and be in more of like that feminine receptive energy for a little while. I think that would provide you with clarity along with, you know, that better judgment. Yeah, and then, I don't know if you can see them. And then I think what's going to happen is you'll actually make a breakthrough. You might actually find, I feel like it could be like some kind of offer or like collaboration with somebody that proves to be quite successful, and I don't think you like really have to try too hard for it. I feel like it comes naturally. It's almost like by resting and clearing your mind and creating that like better judgment, it's like easier for you to see things when they come, and like you like make space. There's definitely like an element of like there'll be space, more clarity when something comes towards you. I think it makes it easier for things to come to you as well. What is this? I feel like at the moment you are like quite in your head about something, whether it's like, you know, you're not getting the return that you think you deserve. Maybe you had something fall through recently that's kind of got you in your head. If that's the case, then you'll probably be needing to just take a break, get out of your head, clear your mind. I almost feel like for some of you, there's like an element of regret over something. Maybe you like missed out on something you like really wanted. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce or like a separation, a serious separation, you know, like maybe if you're not married, but like you may as well be married. And that's got you all like in your head. I wonder if like for some of you, if this isn't to do with work, if this is to do with like some kind of separation or divorce, then it kind of seems like you've potentially been like kept up at night, you know, ruminating, like going over and over like how hard you worked, like all the things that you did. Like I feel like there's like a lack of judgment, like clear judgment, a lack of clarity, like you're not like you need to like get out of your head, take a step back and actually like see the bigger picture, because it's almost like a hyper focus. Yeah, it's like you feel like you've lost like that happiness, that happily ever after. I think like it doesn't really feel like this is overly helpful. So you know, sometimes it can be helpful to like take accountability for our actions, or, you know, like make progress and have that type of growth through these types of reassessments. But I think this is not that. This kind of seems like it's almost like an obsession, or yeah, like that hyper focus feeling. And I think by staying in this energy, you're not really going to make progress. You're not really going to move forward. And I guess there's like, you know, there's good things coming. Like that's like incoming success with like other people, you know, collaborations with other people, whether that be romantic or not. But like, I mean, it doesn't really feel like you would want to miss this. It feels like it would be, I feel like it would be almost healing. Or I think for some of you, if you're really, you know, if you've really been low, obviously everyone's going to be a little different, you know. Some of you kind of seems like you could be in a really low point in your life. I think it might actually be helpful for you to talk to a professional. You might actually like come to peace with a lot of things, you know, whether it's just like getting validation for what's happened, or whether you're like getting skills to be able to cope. Whatever it is for you, I think, yeah, some of you could actually benefit from talking to someone. It doesn't have to be professional, but I do like, I think a professional, they know what they're doing. They know how to help you effectively. They know how to like give you the advice that you need to put the pieces back together and, you know, help you do that reassessment without burdening other people, if that's how you feel. Right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. Oh, I just got like, it might be helpful for you to spend some time at the beach, do some grounding, you know, stare out into the ocean, the vastness that is the ocean. I wasn't sure which deck to choose, but I feel like it's pretty clear. Now, this doesn't have to be a breakup. This could just be, you know, anything that's happened that's like, you know, got you in this like low state. Or it feels like a round and round kind of thought process that isn't really getting anywhere. So it's like ruminating, going round and round. Okay. So I got space. May your heart and your scope expand. So I might read from the book if I can find it. Oh, got it. Okay. All right. The open sea extends to a vast horizon, a view that offers infinite spaciousness, a blank canvas beyond, above and below. Between here and the skyline, your scope can widen, you can move without restriction, take up space and be free. Your blessing is, may you clear your mind, may you have ample time, may you broaden your perspective and perceive boundless opportunity, may you journey without constraint. And your mantra is, I am as spacious as the ocean. Yeah, so I feel like this is just kind of confirming what I was saying about going and sitting at the ocean and the need for, you know, getting clarity in your mind, clearing your mind. I think the beach would probably be helpful for you to do that. So if you live close enough to the beach, I would highly recommend, even if it's just any body of water. I think any body of water would be nice. Like even if it's just a lake, like that very much looks like a lake. So if you don't live close to the beach, like go find a lake and sit and just be present with how you're feeling and try not to judge yourself. Just let the feelings flow through you without judgment. All right, part one. I think that is your reading. I hope that is helpful for you in some way. Please let me know in the comments if it resonates, and like and subscribe. That would be really helpful for my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Just going to clear the energy a little bit. So if you chose this beetle, so cute. He's not alive, obviously. I can't really. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, then this will be your reading for today. I'll put him here. All right, for your reading, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot, and we'll just see what comes through today. Okay, so firstly, I'm picking up that you guys have been on a journey. So you've been, you know, working on yourself, I think it seems. It looks like you've been working on your own fulfillment. Maybe you've been practicing the art of self-love. And it's actually put you in this Queen of Wands kind of position. I think it's helped you get your spark back. I think by investing in yourself and practicing self-love, it's like helped you find that fire in your belly again, you know, that the passion, the spark, like inspiration, motivation. Yeah, like motivation to help you with a new beginning. I think there's like something that's on your mind. Maybe you needed a little courage to help you start. And I think you've gotten to this point where you have like you've actually started, you've initiated, and it's really exciting and maybe really scary. I'm not sure, but like, yeah, you've started. You're like, oh, why not? I'm just going to do it. Yeah, there's definitely like an element of like bravery. All right. Oh. Okay. So I just pulled the Lovers. That was the card that was just flipped over. So I feel like this is, oh, so much coming through. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I feel like this might come out of the blue. Like it might surprise you because the card was flipped over like this. Like, you know, it was unseen and it was like, you know, you're on this journey. You're like, you're fulfilling yourself, loving yourself, finding that fire, getting a fire back, starting something new, you know, and then you've like initiated this journey and you're like, you literally just like self-focused. You're like doing things for yourself. And then out of the blue, it's like someone might come into the picture. This could just be you, but I think for a lot of you, this is actually like a person might just appear and catch you off guard. Like, what the heck? Which is interesting because I have like the counterpart of this little guy. I knew, I was like, don't put her away, and I did. So I'm going to go get her. Okay, here she is. So they're little like, I don't know if you can see properly, but just little counterparts, you know, they're so cute. So the masculine and the feminine. Maybe you're just integrating that as a part of yourself, but like I said, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is actually a person. And I do feel like it's divinely guided. Maybe you have been waiting. It's like, if you have been waiting, you're like finally starting to like put yourself first and actually like take the steps and focus on yourself. You're not focused on anything else or like anyone else. And I think that's a part of the process of someone coming in, which is really lovely. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull one from Blessed Be. I don't always use this deck, but I just felt cool today. I don't know. Maybe some of you are a little witchier. You could also have Gemini in your chart, or this other person could have Gemini in their chart. All right, a blessing on your sleep and a blessing for unity where once there was division. I'm just going to read a little section on this one, this card here. A blessing on your sleep. So it might be important for you to be getting a lot of rest now. It kind of makes me think that things might be at a more of a slow pace now and they might speed up. So you might need rest. Or maybe you just need to be mindful if you do meet somebody that like you do need sleep too. Don't stay up on the phone all night. Okay, let the sleep be long and deep and peaceful and soothing and healing. When you awaken, dreamer, may you feel refreshed as if a load has been taken from you. May your mind be cleared and your heart lightened, and may you rise easy and ready to engage with this day and know fully its delights. A blessing on your sleep again and again, for it is the key to your wellness and peace of mind. Okay, and then the other card I got, a blessing of unity, a blessing for unity where once there was division. So I think there is actually two piles. I think there is one where somebody is actually coming in, and I think for others it's actually going to be like your masculine and feminine balance. And if that's the case for you, I think that you might be too focused on having someone come in and you're actually needing to like take this journey. I just like put the card over, like, no, not right now. It's like you do actually need to take this journey of self-love and empowerment, and, you know, take initiative for the things in your life. I want it to be this way. Anyway, find something that does spark your curiosity and your joy, something that makes you feel passionate, and take that new beginning for yourself. I guess there's probably people at like different parts of the timeline, right? Because if you haven't actually started this and you're at the beginning, then you need to do this. Like, it's not about someone coming in. It's about balancing your masculine and your feminine. And then I think once you do and you're solely focused on yourself, then that's where that opportunity of somebody could come in, but they're not going to come in if you're not balanced in those energies. So that's nice. Okay. Pile 2, I think that's all for you for today. I hope that's provided some clarity, maybe some insight for you. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel aligned. Bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this feather, then this will be your reading for today. Put it here. Now I'm going to be using the Wildwood Tarot. Oh. Okay, so first thing I'm picking up is you could have been dealing with an unbalanced air sign, or just somebody who could be very manipulative with their words, coercive, potentially. Yeah, it feels a little cold. I think this has provided you with a lot of growth. I think you've gone through a transformative process with this death here. But look at that like great tree that has grown. Like, it actually looks quite beautiful, although maybe it doesn't feel like it if you're, you know, dealing with this spiky type of energy here. Also, I don't know, he kind of seems like he's sitting on his pedestal. So it looks like you could be moving away. Like, you could just be moving away from this person, or you could actually be moving somewhere else. Maybe the beach or the mountains. So I don't know. I just see her just looking out. Looks like she wants to go over there. Or at the very least, you're looking to move on. So this was one of the ones that was stuck in the box before. So I feel like there's actually quite an angelic presence with this card. Like things are being potentially guided by your angels or divinely guided in some way. It maybe if you have kids, it could be to do with your children. It could just be like a new start, which would make sense, like, you know, looking out and wanting to like take those steps forward to a new place. Whether you're physically moving or not, it seems like this new place is very beautiful. It almost feels like it could just be inside of you, like inside of your mind, or, you know, what you create, the environment you create around you. It does look like you're seeking peace. So you're going to create the peace around you. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, you are mothers. And maybe this is to do with your children. It doesn't have to be all of you, but I do think maybe that's what's stopping you from moving away. This person could, you know, be a co-parent, counter-parent, you know. Take what resonates for you. There is something about the moon cycles here. So I don't know if like I just placed him up the right way too. Maybe depending on the moon cycles, depends on his moods, depends on the level of conflict or something like that. I don't know. I feel like usually like that the feminine is affected by the moon cycles, but I guess the masculine can be too. So it kind of seems like you're holding your cards close to your chest, or like your treasures, or like you're like holding on to what's yours tightly. Again, it could be your children, it could be your possessions, it could just be like your happiness, I guess. But it does look like it is pentacles, so it seems like it's probably a material thing. It would make sense if it was your children. It kind of seems like I placed this underneath this King of Swords, and it kind of seems like he, if it's not like, if he is not a he could, they could just be in their masculine in this like scenario, but it seems like he could potentially prioritize money over a lot of other things. And he like, yeah, he's kind of, I don't know, he just, I know that's a woman, but this card's usually like, just reminds me of someone who hoards all their money. Maybe that's what's stopping like any connection, whether it be to do with you and him or the children, or just, no, just the peace in general. Yeah, I actually feel like this is like peace. yeah, it's kind of like the selfishness or the greed, whatever this is interfering with a level of peace that could be had, which is quite interesting. I've never looked at the Two of Cups and thought peace, but it makes a lot of sense right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep pulling, apparently. All right, so it kind of looks like this might be your energy, and you're just like trying to sit back and chill, like, you know, take life maybe more slowly or be more present and like do more self-care. And like I can see the moon cycles, and she's just like sitting there in a hammock, like relaxing, just watching the moon cycles go by. So I don't know if there's something like there's like a message in there about just letting things play out without reacting too much, being like, oh yeah, okay, it's a full moon again, the werewolf's coming out, all right, the werewolf's gone. I don't know. I think that is a part of the transformational process that you are going through with the butterflies here, is maybe just learning to not let it consume you, not be bothered by it as much as you can, like not letting these type of tower moments really affect you maybe like they used to, because yeah, it's like the moon cycles and that looks very like, you know, the storm, the tower, trees, lightning. It looks a lot like this card with the lightning here. So yeah, maybe like things happen, maybe he's trying to make your foundation unstable, trying to interfere with the peace, maybe intentionally or not, like I don't actually know, but it does seem like that it happens for whatever reason. It could be, you know, this priority situation over here. But I think as a part of your growth, you might not feel like it, but you are benefiting from this because it is teaching you like this level of resilience and a more calm persona. I feel like it's like helping you to keep your peace even in the most chaotic times, which a lot of people, I guess, can't really say that. I keep looking at this Empress card. Like, if you are a mother, I think it's potentially helping you to be a good mother, like a better mother or something, one way or another. I'm not really sure. I just got fluidity. So maybe that would make sense to some of you. Okay, so I think for some of you just needing, I don't know, like a reminder right now. If you're feeling like, what's the word? No, like ungrateful, unhappy, just kind of out of sorts. Maybe just kind of lost this point. Like, I kind of feel like maybe you did already know this, but maybe you've just like, for whatever reason, maybe this person has kind of taken you out of that flow, that like higher perspective, and you're not, I don't know if like grateful is the right word, but it's like you're wondering why Yeah, it is a level of ungrateful, but there's more to it. I don't know. I guess, like, you know, this is the life that you see for yourself. It's almost like not being able to understand why it can't be this way. You know, why can't everyone be abundant? Like, everyone could be happy, I guess. Like, everyone could be provided for. Yeah. It's like everybody could get what they wanted if there was like more cooperation or something like that, and you're kind of in this energy. It's, I don't know, it feels like disheartened, and yeah, like there's a level of ungratefulness, which, I don't know, we don't always need to be grateful, but I feel like for some reason it's like necessary in this reading to be reminded of all of the other stuff, like have that high perspective brought back again. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle card. Yeah, abundance. You are at a time of harvest. Get ready to reap the rewards of your efforts. It might be helpful for you to spend some time in nature, like around plants that make you happy, if plants make you happy. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think that would be helpful for you. I noticed like there's like the little plants that are around her there while she's sitting like under the tree. I think by finding a way to be present, like stay present and stay in a high vibration as much as you can feel grateful. And by doing so, you're actually going to attract abundance towards you. I wonder if this is like the learning aspect of it. Like, you know, learning to not be bothered, not be brought down vibrationally by other people, and being able to keep your vibration high even when people are trying to take it down, consciously or subconsciously, because that's what's going to help you bring abundance into your life. It's literally the two cards, the same thing. Yeah, and it will be like the completion of the cycle. Okay, so I also feel like for some of you who do want to move, the completion of the cycle and staying grateful, attracting that abundance, it's going to, like, it could be that manifestation that could come into fruition for you where it gives you that ability to actually be able to move. That's really nice. Okay, also the bottom of this deck is creative expression. Connect to your inner child and allow yourself to play and create. So I think like finding things that give you joy and staying playful, maybe playing with your children, helps you to find some joy. And joy is very high vibrational, so I would suggest to find joy in your life. That will actually help keep your vibration high too. So yeah, I think that's all, pile 3. I hope that was helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments. I'm always interested. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel aligned to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Powerful. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this snake skin or let my little lucky dip here choose your pile, then this will be your reading for today. I will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I will also pull an oracle card for you. So we're just going to see what comes through. All right, pile 4. I got interrupted and then I thought I pressed record and I didn't. So I've already got the cards on the table. I think this could potentially be relevant in your life. It's like you could be trying to take charge and, you know, make decisions in your life and plan like a direction where you're going, and maybe you keep getting like interruptions or distractions or something like that. Now, I was wondering if some of you were thinking of studying, it didn't seem like it would be the best option for you, which I don't really like to say that, but it was the message, so I'm saying it. Now this could be like with an institution or just like being an understudy for somebody, like working with somebody in some way. I think for a lot of you, that's what it will be, like not necessarily with an institution. It kind of seems like there might be more conflict that comes up. I don't know, they could be like manipulative. I feel very uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable saying it. I don't like to say it. Maybe there's something relevant in that for you. Okay, just gonna keep pulling. I don't know. It kind of seems like, hang on. So if you're trying to build your material wealth, you're going to be successful in your endeavor. I just wonder if you're planning of like working with someone or learning from someone, they might prioritize material wealth over other values. Like your values might conflict. They may value material wealth as like that, as like success over anything else, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They could see you as a means of like getting there for themselves. All right, like if you feel like this could be a new beginning for you, I don't feel like it's going to make you happy. I think it's going to cause you grief. I don't like this. I think nonetheless you're going to gain clarity over the situation. I think for some of you, maybe you're already in it. And I think like the lesson from it, if you're already in it, is that it is helping you to be stronger as a person. You know, I guess with like the beginning of the reading, you're learning to take charge of your life, to be the boss of your life. To be strong in your decisions. I also feel like there may need to be like, ooh. There's a need for speaking up. You see, like I got a bit, didn't like that. Yeah, you may need to speak up for yourself. I feel like you're a very soft person, very gentle and like loving. Maybe you see the best in people. Maybe there's like a level of naivety. Maybe not, but you're definitely like a soft, gentle person. I think this experience would provide you with a lot of strength and like empowerment, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Because I do feel like it's very uncomfortable. I feel like, see, like she looks very empowered here. Like it's almost like you can have more control over the situation than what you may feel like you do. Yeah, like you may feel a little like scared and like hiding like this little cat here, but you're actually like, you do have a lot more power. Like she's holding the wand. She's in control of her life. I think for some of you, maybe you need to burn some bridges. Yeah, I definitely. So there's a new cycle where you're not dealing with like strategic or manipulative people, or like people who are selfish, or you know, they're not aligned with you. So I think if you have been dealing with people like this, what it's providing you with is strength and empowerment to take charge of your own life and to be able to decide what direction you want to go in, maybe without relying on other people for some of you. And then, yeah, you're actually going to like close out a cycle of dealing with this type of person or people. And then I think what you'll be able to do is to build your own wealth, like whatever that looks like to you. And I think it will be very successful. I think a lot of you want to help other people, like give to other people, like maybe you give to other people too much, and that's part of your problem. But I think that is like something that you could find success in in a different way, like a different situation or context, or you know, when you've started like this new cycle, when you're not, I don't know, like relying on other people, or maybe trusting the wrong people, or like it could just be like you need to have some strong words with people and potentially exit them from your life. Maybe you've just had people who aren't aligned with you in your life for too long. And it's just time for them to go now, so that you can start this new cycle, this new era, this new independent, empowered era that is about you. All right, I am going to pull a card, an oracle card from the Golden Keys of Gaia. Am I going to do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think you're going to come into a period where you're going to celebrate yourself more. Like, I just see like there's a lot of like feasting and like food and drink, and that might be relevant for somebody. Voyage of the heart. Get out of your comfort zone. Your heart wants to sail somewhere new. Yeah, that's a really good one for this reading. I definitely feel like, so there's a lot of blue in this card. There's a lot of blue in this card. There is like a need to stand up for yourself. And it's not going to feel comfortable. But I think you're ready for the change. And it's just like a part of the process. Anyway, look at her, how empowered she is. She's just like on a boat, out in the ocean, living her best life. She's got a flower in her hair. That wave looks massive. She is not scared. She's like, I got this. All right, anyway, Pal 4, I think that is your reading for today. I hope that's provided you with some clarity, some insight, maybe some understanding of what's going on for you right now. And yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you feel aligned, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.